Hey gang, good evening. Anthony Fontana here, alive way after 5 o'clock. It is 8:28 right now. I have a glass of Chardonnay that I just poured and a cup of coffee to wake me up a little bit. Kind of a paradox here, but I'm excited. I had a very busy day today and I'm just taking a little bit of a break. I just had a very fast meal. MJ cooked for me just a little while ago. Hey Michael, what's going on, buddy? I just wanted to talk a little bit real quick. If you have a passion for something, the time just flies. I mean, I got to tell you, I've had such a busy day, and I look up and it was like 7 o'clock. I couldn't believe it. I've been running since about 7 o'clock this morning, literally haven't leaving my desk. So when you have a passion for doing something and a love for doing something, it just becomes very easy to do and fun to do. I mean, I really truly love what I do and all the things that I get involved in. I love saving people money on their taxes, getting people back bigger refunds, giving them some advice on how they can change the direction of their finances over the next 12 months. I love if I close a mortgage on the mortgage side. I'm ecstatic about it. I mean, look back about 2-3 weeks ago. There's a photo of me with my daughter Erica and her partner Melissa hanging out at the closing agency at my office. My face is like all scrunched up with a giant smile on there. I had such a good time. I was even happier than they were because I know how exciting it is to hand someone the keys. In my other business, sharing ideas and ways to help people make an extra 100, 200, 500, or 1,000 a month, that's passionate for me. So if you want to change the direction of your own life, you have to find something that you're passionate about, but you also need to make some changes in what you're doing. You need to sacrifice a little bit. I mean, the first and foremost is stop watching and binge watching House of Cards on a weekend, or playing video games or Madden on your television, or going you have to go bowling for 8 hours on a weekend. There's a lot of things that you can change up on your weekends. If you're working 9 to 5, 9 to 6, you have the time to work on a business. It's up to you. You're deciding not to, so you're choosing to take time away from maybe changing direction and getting out of what you're doing by planning and doing something that you're just kind of wasting mental energy doing. Of course, it's a lot of fun to hang out and maybe play baseball, but at the same time, it's not putting money in your pocket, and maybe nothing that you do outside of your dreams direction is going to change that unless you change it. So stop complaining all the time. If you're blaming everybody for your problems, then just look at yourself. Finger pointing out, three pointing right back to you. If you stop complaining, hey buddy, what's going on, Sharon? If you're complaining all day, hey Jeb, what's going on, Donna? How are you? Donna Gam's on here. Hank West is on here. Paul Foster, my buddy Sharon, Barbara Cirillo. I'm just acknowledging you guys so I can just say hi to you. I'll also wave to you. Hey Jeff. So basically, blaming everybody for things that are going on in your life, but you're watching Madden on weekends, or you're playing video games on weekends. Well, that's ridiculous. No one else is to blame for the situation that you're in. Your finances are your control. Your situation is all up to you to decide how you want to fix that. You got to give up some leisure time. Like I said today, 12 hours working, and I didn't even know the time went. I probably still have another couple of hours to do, but I'm taking a break. I'm doing this quick video, have a glass of wine, watch a couple of shows with MJ, watching something called Tin Star. I don't know what channel it's on, probably Prime. We enjoy that time. But once I'm done with that, she goes about her evening, and I go back to my desk. I start working some more. So I'm able to shift because I worked my tail off today and got a lot done for people. What's going on, Lori? How are you? All right, so, by changing what you do on weekends, because that 9 to 5 is there, maybe what you do from 7 o'clock to 1 o'clock in the morning and what you do on weekends can map out, you can use that time to map out something different, something new, something that you're passionate about that you can exercise. If you're making $120 a year and you hate what you're doing, maybe you'd be happy making $85,000 and you're doing something that you really enjoy. And social media and the internet have opened up the doors for anyone that wants to go into business and drive that business through the roof. All they have to do is make some tweaks and be present and create some value for other people, and they'll be all over that. So self-awareness, I think, is critical. Just one of the things I wrote down. I think it's the most important factor that you can have, because if you spend your entire day just rolling through the daily routine and you're not aware of who you are, then you're not going to know that you need to change. So once you become aware of who you are and what you value and what you love, that's when your world will start to change. You'll stop living and hoping and wishing and you'll start actually doing something. So living the life of the wish and the hope, or it's just not going to work. It doesn't work for me. Begin by knowing who you are, and guess what? The world is going to open up to you, because basically people will get attracted to who you are, because who you really are inside is always going to be attractive to people that are looking for a dreamer and someone that's moving forward. So that's incredibly important. Okay, I wrote down something here, but I can't read my own writing. Okay. Oh, I mean, this is also something. I mean, you might decide you don't want to go and do anything else. Maybe you really enjoy what you do on weekends, and that little dream that you have, that little spark, you're really just not that into it. Because you can go all in and have that self-awareness and then say to yourself, you know what, I really don't want to do that. I really don't want to pursue that dream that I thought I had. I'm going to do something different. Maybe you'll discover some new things about yourself. If you're a fan of Madden, you can go on Instagram or on Twitter and post to people that are fans of that game and build relationships. And maybe, who knows what kind of thing you can develop just doing that. If you're passionate about that, I don't know, maybe you're passionate about that, and you like to do it, and you can teach others how to do it, or how to work it, or how to develop a technique for improving their game, or whatever it is. I don't even know what Madden is beyond. I know it's a video game. Okay, so if you're 40 or 50 and you're still wondering what you're supposed to be doing in your life, it's time to sit down tonight and figure it out. Do over the next few days. Turn off the TV, put away the newspaper, which is useless. Stop watching the news. Stop watching CNN and Fox and all these other channels, and start focusing on what you need to improve you and your family, and what kind of value you can offer to other people. If you can figure out the value-added part, man, you'll just explode. I just love that idea. So, learn to engage in social media, because I think that's where a lot of stuff happens. I was on the phone tonight with a client of mine that I met on social media, and it's turned into an incredible relationship, and I have a feeling I'm going to be getting a tremendous number of referrals from this individual. We're in similar industries, so I just thought that was pretty extraordinary, and I didn't even know who that was 2 weeks ago. Okay, it was just basically I'm reaching out to people, and I'm looking, and I'm watching, and I'm studying, and the things that I'm passionate about are bringing themselves to me. I'm not going out and bringing anything to me. It's all coming to me, and I gotta love that. Hey, Guillermo, what's going on? Pamela, Ronald, what's happening? Lori again. So I'm gonna say goodnight. I'm gonna finish my wine with MJ, drink my coffee down, and maybe have a little snack. But I think these videos work. I get a lot of feedback from them, and I think it's important that I keep doing them. I think those of you that do get something out of it, you shout out, give me a shout out, do a share, hit the pound button, hit the like button, whatever you do to show me that you care about this stuff, and I'll keep doing them as often as I get the strength to do it. So with that, I'm going to say goodnight. I love you guys. I always will.